Have you ever noticed how some interpreters and translators always land and get the best jobs, get requested by name, and just attracts opportunity left, right, and center, and they make it look like luck, but it's not luck, because luck can be manufactured. Hi, I am Nene, and I am a speaker, trainer, coach, and I help interpreters, translators, language professionals, and shy but capable individuals move past self-doubt and confidently step into their role. Because when people call this thing luck, really what they're trying to say is magnetism. Have you ever seen a magic show or seen a magician perform? And after they have performed, you're like, oh my goodness, how is there no blood spilling out? Or like, where did they get that card from? Like, what's going on? Like, how is this possible? And then to those who know, to other magicians, they are like, nice one. The earpiece went great. The on-arm thing, like how you flip that card thing. They know what that person is doing. They have sense and like they've clocked because they're also magicians. So they know the tricks. They know what tends to happen to make that show come to life, to make us go, oh. So when you see an interpreter doing their thing, and then we call it luck. It is no magic. It is manufactured. It is done in such a way that it gets the results they want. Because here we go, when your psychology, I hope you can see this thing real good. When your psychology, your energy, and magnetism, here we go. Let's see. When the psychology is intact and the energy is lined up, you create where's he at? The light's not reflecting. Hopefully you can see magnetism. That's what's created. Because, and how it works, this is called the rule of 60-20-20, right? And it is 60% psychology. Okay. 60% psychology is all about how you see yourself. This is how we're making that magic. How some people get it, and some people are like, Mister, how do you see yourself? What are your beliefs, and what are your certainty of yourself? So the bulk of the whole thing is that the psychology is 60%, right? And then we didn't see the energy. Okay. Energy is 20%. 20% of us creating, like getting what we like being that person, go to all that stuff is what do you bring to the room? How are you like showing up like you're confident, you know your stuff, you're moving, you're in it. Like what do you bring to the room? That's 20%. And then the remaining 20% is the magnetism. The pull that you can't, one can't really explain how this is, but you can always feel it. That's the magnetism. So what's happening here is, right? What's happening is this is a rule of 2020. This is the manufactured lock that those interpreters and translators are getting, that they seem to be getting all the landing, all the jobs, getting all the flow, all these things are happening for them. This is what they're doing, you know? This is how they show up. This is what's happening. And when you understand that the the psychology is what fuels the energy. So when you are how you see yourself, what you're thinking, the beliefs, you're capable, you're good enough, that's what fuels the energy on this. Okay. And then when you have that energy, the energy is what then creates the magnetism. The energy is what creates it. And the magnetism then reinforces the beliefs when we start seeing those results in our life. And then it reinforces those beliefs. And then what happens is this loop. It becomes this loop of opportunity that you attract, not by chance, but by doing. Okay? This is not no there's no chance here. This is what you have designed for yourself because you've locked in on your psychology. Okay. So for instance, when like you have some people who feel like, oh, I don't always have a job. When they miss out on a job, then they're like, oh goodness, so the job's out, whatever. But when you have the belief that if this one, the job's always going to come, I have the belief that it would happen. And then you start feeling like someone that knows there's the opportunity that is going on out there. And then when that on the opportunity that you start getting the jobs because your belief is the job. When you have set intention that, okay, this is how many bookings I want to do this week. This is what how I want things to flow for me. You then start acting like someone who knows the opportunities are coming, who just get clocked in. Knowing that I always I am grounded in how I show up and my confidence and stuff like that. And the way I display and having that belief that I'm trained, I've got the skill, I know how to negate whatever that is, and having that, I bring that to the plate that people then want to rebook me. And like, when are you free again? I've had situations where they're like, okay, I can't do the dates you want. Okay, they're asking me now, when can you do it? Let's go with her diary. Let's book when you are available. That's the magnetism. That is the pull. That's what has been created here, and then reinforces the belief. And then you get the energy. You go out there and start doing that. You know, you you start having all these things. You know how like you switch on the light. There's wiring that's happening everywhere, but all of a sudden the light bulb shines from just the switch on to the light. The switch is a psychology because that psychology, we know that when we do this thing, we believe that light's going to come. We start acting with the action that the light is coming, and that action rewires and goes through things that we don't even see that has been wired through the room we're in. It then produces the light. We then magnetize that brightness in us. It then brings that flow of the opportunity we want. So when you hear like, oh, this interpreter is lucky, that translator always they always get what they want. This is what they're displaying. They have the belief, the certainty that everything is happening. When you see some people saying, oh, there are no jobs out there, what's going to happen? You'll start acting and having the energy of someone that doesn't have jobs, that doesn't have the opportunity, that isn't chosen. When when your psychology is, I am not good enough, I am not capable, you will start acting in that way, and then you will be getting the result of that which you do not want, because that is what we are doing. But when we know this rule of 60-20-20, we can then start displaying and knowing and acting that, yes, I've got this. Yes, I have this down to a T, the opportunity of what it is that I'm doing. You know that, yes, I am locked in that understanding, and go and everything just flows. Be requested by name, be tuned in like, okay, this is who I want. So here is a challenge that I want to propose to you is, which of these three do you need attention right now? Which of these three do you need to start working on for yourself so that you can then start manufacturing that lock that you need for yourself? Do you need to work on your psychology, the way your belief about yourself, how you see others, how you see us, like you know for certain that yes, you've got this? Is that what you need to start working on? Is it the energy, how you're showing up? Do you come into a room like, oh, I'm your interpreter, like, or do you go in there like, hi, I'm Nene. Oh, Sandra, hello, hi, I'm your interpreter today. What's the energy you're bringing in? Do you need to work on that area? And what's the result that's coming out there? Because that's what's going to start showing. And knowing that this is the loop then reinforces the opportunity, the attraction then starts happening. You start getting more and more and more of this. Because your psychology, your energy, and your magnetism is what brings it to the plate. So knowing which one, I would like you to, in the comment section below, just let me know which area do you need to start working on, or like, is it all of them, or is it like a particular one, or is there like one that you feel you're stronger in and one that you need to kind of like reinforce? Let's know, because this is what I tend to work with my clients on, to really figure out like what are they like, how are they showing up? What's the psychology, what we're thinking about ourselves, we're thinking about others, all those things, and the certainty we have. All those things are so important. And then we are able to then manufacture the luck that we want in our businesses, in the jobs we do, in the flow, in our life. Knowing this, know that yes, we can then create that magic for ourselves. We can then know that, yes, now we have the awareness, and then we start doing the things that we want, the repetition, we get the new identity and we get that which we want. Don't forget to subscribe, click that um, notification button so you can be notified to start building ways to build your confidence to become that unforgettable interpreter and translator out there. Till next time, bye for now.